Welcome. It's another day of Bhagavad Gita Sadhana and bird sounds. I'm Atmadarshan or Laura Santoro. Thank you for joining me in my year-long practice every day. Same time, same place, same structure. Today's practice is dedicated once again to Francine, and all of you watching. Thank you. We're investigating this idea of Samatvam, which can be translated as equanimity, but more accurately as being true to yourself, being essentially yourself, as it appears throughout the Bhagavad Gita. And we've moved on to chapter 5 this morning. If you've missed any of the previous days, you can go back and catch up in the playlist. But this is a good place to start. It's always a good day to start. Always a good day to start. Chapter 5 has an interesting name, Karma Sannyas Yoga, and in the Sanskrit, two terms are used quite a bit, karma sannyas. Sannyas means renunciate. I was initiated, for example, into karma sannyas when I was in India. And karma is a very misunderstood term in the West that we don't have time to dig fully into today, but we can translate it as action. So renunciation of action, giving up action. And then karma yoga is also used in the verses for today, and that means the yoga of doing action, of uniting with action. So here we have apparently giving up action and embracing action. And Arjun, being the perfectionist kind of guy he is and wanting to get things right, is asking his spiritual advisor and best friend Krishna, which of these two paths is the better way? So we're going to do verses 1 through 4 today, because I think it kind of encapsulates the whole challenge nicely. I'm going to start with Arjun speaking. If you do have Embracing the Song of Your Soul or any of the Song of Your Soul books, you can follow along with, even chant along with. Oh, here we go. In verse 1, Arjun speaks. Krishna, you praise both giving up actions and acting consciously. Tell me conclusively which of these two paths is the better way. And Krishna replies, both the renunciation of action and acting consciously lead to the supreme goal, but of these two, acting is far better. A true renunciate is one who neither lusts nor hates. He is smoothly freed from duality, and thus from bondage mighty one. Children, not wise men, see reason and action as two separate paths. He who is established in one of these ways gains the fruits of both. I think it's important to kind of build on what was talked about in previous chapters in the Gita. Karma sannyas, people can look at it as just not doing. No, I'm giving up action. Yes, but if we look back previously on what that means, it's giving up action through knowing. So, for example, in chapter 2, Krishna says, well, basically, Arjun, this is all you need to know, is that the true self is in everyone and it's indestructible. Go with that. And this is an illusion. Everything around you, everything you perceive is an illusion. So it's not simply doing nothing, it's embracing that wisdom, truly embracing it. And you could say, well, to embrace it, I need to sit and think about it a while. Very good. Contemplate it. So contemplation, apparently doing nothing while you're unraveling the secrets of the universe with the mind. That's one way of being, because if you can truly, truly understand and embrace that you have a true self that's in everything else, it lasts forever. There's nothing that can be done to hurt it. And that all the rest is just illusion. You're going to get to exactly the same place as if you go out and you act with such awareness that your acts lift you up. It's not mindful, or I'm sorry, it's not mindless action like habit. It's every act you do is conscious. Every act you do is chosen. It's not a reaction, it's a response. According to Krishna, if you do either of these things, you will get to the same place. And that seems a little hard to believe sometimes. So let's think of practical. So, my cat, who is right now trying to get out because he just wants to be with me. When I got I'm not going to say my cat, when the cat got me and I became his human, one of the first things I did was try to figure out what it was like to be or have a cat. So I didn't ignore him, but I spent a significant time for what for him would look like not doing, reading, watching YouTube videos, contemplating, okay, I have this life that I've committed to support. What do I do? And that helped me a lot because I knew nothing about cats. Nothing. But also, I had to act and take care of the cat. And by interacting with this particular cat, I've learned so much about catdom in particular. Both had to happen. And if I really sat down and went, my true self is the same as in the cat. There's nothing I can do to destroy the cat. The cat can't hurt me. Everything else is illusion. We're the same. And I could connect on that level to his needs. Boy, I'd be the perfect cat mom. Or if I act consciously around the cat, I don't just become habitual. I'm paying attention every moment. I'm attending to what he's like, what he requires. Then I also reach that same state. But it's tricky because a lot of us here giving up action, karma sannyasa, and we think doing nothing, or social media doom scrolling, or, flicks and chill, or all that. It's not quite doing nothing as put out by the Gita. You can choose whichever one. Now, the reason Krishna is saying to Arjun, the way of action is better, is Arjun is a man of action. We all have elements of both in us. And it's up to you to figure out which is best in each particular moment of your being. So this is a wonderful way to start looking at duality in our lives. Does the situation we're in call for us to reflect, to draw upon our innermost knowledge, or does it require us to act with awareness and attention? The beautiful part is those seem like two separate things, but they actually lead to exactly the same place. Pick one, you'll get to the other. You're welcome today if you need to, if you really need to not do the balance pose. But if you're not doing the balance pose per se, physically, note if in the mind you can create the essence of being balanced. And then we'll come back and sit for a while. So we'll do and we'll not do. And we'll see what places those get us to. Switch. All right. So we were doing, and now for this 5 minutes, I invite you to reflect. What do you really, really know at your core to be true? Can you be with that and bring that into your entire being today? Well, at least for 5 minutes. Welcome back. Thank you for being part of this today. So, whether your day calls upon you to act or to contemplate, can you be in either option with your full self? This is one of the secrets of equanimity. And we'll look at more approaches to equanimity next time. Until then.